Let's do one question now on normal distribution. The question says the probability of x less than 23.8 is 91.92% and probability of x less than or equal to 17.15 is 30.85%. Find the mean and standard deviation. So let's write what is given. I have also captured for reference the relevant rows from the Z table. I will explain when I make use of it. So what is given is probability of x less than or equal to 23.8 is 91.92%. And what is also given is probability of x less than or equal to 17.15 is equal to 30.85%. So let's focus on the first value. So I've captured the Z table, as I mentioned. For different values of Z, it gives the probability as indicated in decimal. For example, 0.3085 for Z value of minus 0.500. So if we see this value, 91.92% can also be written as 0.9192. And if we refer to the Z score table, this is the value which is matching 0.9192. And we have to see corresponding to this probability, what's the value of Z, okay? So this can also be written as probability of Z less than or equal to 1.4 should be equal to 0.9192, which essentially means there is an equivalence between Z and X. So that means Z equal to 1.4 corresponds to X equal to 23.8. Now, if you recollect the relation, the equation between Z and X, so Z is given as X minus mu, which is the mean over sigma. Let me also capture on the right hand side what is the requirement. So the requirement is we have to find out mu, which is the mean, and also the standard deviation, which is sigma. Two values we have to find out. Yeah. So let's come back to this equation and put these values. Let's put the values. It will be 1.4 will be equal to X value, which is 23.8 minus mu, which is not known. So we can leave it like that, and divided by sigma, which is also not known. Yeah. So as it looks like, we are going to get one equation with mu and sigma. And ideally, we should be expecting one more equation so that we can get two equations with two unknown variables. Nevertheless, let's try to solve this. So this will be if I divide this by 1 and I do cross multiplication. So this will be 1.4 times sigma will be equal to 23.8 minus mu. Yeah. And if I take mu on the left hand side, so this will look like 1.4 sigma plus mu. That should be equal to 23.8. Let me call this as equation number 1. Yeah. And let's do similar approach for the second part of the data, p of x less than or equal to 17.15. So which means we are given the x value 17.15. And with the help of this percentage, 30.85%, we have to find the Z value from the Z table. So 30.85% is as good as 0.3085. So referring to the table here, it's appearing in this row and column, and therefore, which means it has a Z value of minus 0.5. So we get Z value as minus 0.5. And now let's use the same formula, which is Z equals to X minus mu over sigma, which means minus 0.5 should be equal to X, which is 17.15 minus mu over sigma. So I can take this denominator as 1 and I can do a cross multiplication straight. So this will be minus 0.5 sigma will be equal to 17.15 minus mu. So if we take mu on the left hand side, this will become minus 0.5 sigma plus mu will be equal to 17.15. Let me call this as equation number 2. So we have two equations and we have two unknown variables, sigma and mu. I think it's very easy. So the best approach would be if I do 1 equation 1 minus equation 2. So this gives me what? This will be 1.4 sigma minus will become plus 0.5 sigma, and then plus mu minus u will cancel, and this will be equal to 23.8 minus 17.15. So you can use the calculator and find out the value of sigma. So I am getting a value of sigma equals to 3.5. So once you get sigma equal to 3.5, put it back in 1 or 2. So, and you will get mean. So what I got is mean equals to 18.5. So this is my answer, final answer. Yeah. And there should also be a way to verify whether we have got the right answer. There should be a way to cross check whether our answer is right. Yeah. Maybe I can call it as verification. How can I verify? So I can use this values of mu, which is 18.5, and sigma as 3.5. And let me see if I can get the value. Let me see if I can get using the x value as 23.8. What's the z value I get? So z value will be x minus, so 23.8 minus mu, which is 18.5 over sigma, which is 3.5, and the z value that I am getting is 1.4. So with this z value as 1.4, it is matching with what is given in the table to satisfy the condition that the probability is 91.92%. Similarly, we can also check for the other value of x, which is 17.15. So let's see what is the z value here. Z value will be x minus, so 17.15 minus 18.5 over 3.5. So z in this case will be equal to minus 0.5. So, and we are able to verify that this indeed was the value that we were getting for z if the probability of its occurrence was 30.85%. So this is one simple way of verifying whether what we have got in the form of answer makes sense or not. You should be able to verify to the extent possible. Thank you.